Hello students, I hope you all are safe and sound. Let us start with the next chapter of science, that is separation of substances. Now when I say separation of substances, what is separation? When you get up in the morning, you must have seen your mother preparing tea for you. Now when she prepares the tea, what does she do? After preparing the tea, she strains the tea leaves using a strainer, and the tea leaves are left behind on the strainer and you get the tea in the cup. So that is, she is separating the tea leaves from the tea. In the same way, during this COVID-19, I know that you all must be watching lots of epic serials, isn't it? Like Mahabharata, Ramayana, Lord Krishna. In Mahabharata, you must have seen how Lord Krishna's mother used to churn the milk and she used to take out the butter for Lord Krishna, isn't it? So you can see that it is another way of separating. It is, she is churning the milk or the curd and she is taking out butter from that. So the milk gets separated and the butter gets separated. Then one more example I'll give you. Let's say that your mom has prepared poha for you. Okay, as you can see in the figure. And you can't eat the green chilies in it. So what are you going to do? You pick it up, throw it. Pick it up, throw it. Isn't it? What are you exactly doing? You are separating the green chilies from the poha. Correct? And why are you doing that? Because you can't eat the green chilies. Right? So basically, we come to the conclusion that we need to separate substances. And why do we need to separate substances? What is the need that we are separating these substances? Green chilies from poha or tea leaves from the tea. What is the need to separate these substances? We will see in this chapter. Okay, why do we need to separate the substances? The need to separate the substances is that, first of all, the reason is that we separate unwanted things from the useful substances. Okay, like as I told you in the example, you saw that what was the unwanted substance in the poha? It was the green chili. The green chili was unwanted substance in the poha. So what did you do? You picked up the green chili and you separated it. And the second reason for separation is to get pure substances. So when you separated the green chilies, what did you get? You got the pure substance, that is the poha, which you were supposed to eat. So that is why we need to separate substances. The reason for separation is that, first of all, to get useful substances or to get pure substances, and secondly, to separate unwanted things from the useful substances, as I saw in the example. Tea leaves you separated from the tea, which was unwanted, and green chilies you separated from the poha. Again, green chilies you didn't want it. That was unwanted substances. Okay. Now, in this chapter, we will study the various methods of separation. We will see what are the different methods of separation. In this video, I will explain only two methods of separation. The first method of separation is hand picking. What is hand picking? As the name indicates, picking with the help of the hands. Okay, and usually it is used to separate large sized impurities. Like, for example, separating stone from rice or dal. At your home, you must have seen your mother. What does she do? Before cooking the rice or before cooking the dal, what does she do? She picks up the stones with the hands and throws it away. Okay, so that is called as hand picking. In the same way, husk from wheat or rice. Husk, you must have seen that brown colored substance that we pick up from the rice. That is called as the husk. So what is your mother doing? she is picking up the stones with her hands and she is throwing it out. Why? Because the thrown is unwanted substance and we don't like to chew the stones in the rice, isn't it? So that is why she picks it up with the hands and she throws it. The stone is an unwanted material. Okay, so this method is called as hand picking. The second method which is used for separation is called as threshing. Now, threshing is used by the farmers. The process of threshing is used to separate grain from the stalks. You all must have seen in the field, what does the farmer do when the wheat or the paddy means rice, when the wheat or the paddy is ready, after harvesting they make bundles of rice, okay, and that is the stalk. The stalk contains many grains of rice or wheat. The stalk is like this, okay, for example, this is the stalk and there are grains like this, wheat or the rice. So this is one stalk. So in the same way, the farmers, they collect many stalks together and they make the bundles of these stalk. And then what do? They beat the stalk, as you can see in the figure. So when they beat the stalk, the bundle of the stalk, what happens? The stalk remains in the hands and the grain, that is the wheat or the rice, it gets separated. And then the farmer can very easily collect these grains from the stalk. It has got separated. Clear? So this procedure is called as threshing. And what is it? Threshing? Threshing is used to separate grain from the stalks. The farmer does it either by beating. Sometimes what do? They make the stalks, they make the bundles, and the bullocks, they move on these bundles. And when the bullocks move on this bundle, the grain gets separated from the stalk. I hope, students, that this much must be clear to everyone. Okay, so in this video I will explain you only these two methods. One is the hand picking and the threshing. The rest of the methods I will explain it to you in the next video. Thank you.